A road trip, heading down the highway, discovering America. Spring is a great time to start an adventure. A 5,000-mile road trip. The Pacific Coast, a stop at the Gulf of America, and then onto the Atlantic Coast.
Welcome to Tommy's Holiday, Episode 7, Part 2 of Waco, Texas. Waco is a very nice town and my home base for the week. The first few days was spent exploring the silo and river districts of Waco. This episode features the Texas Ranger Museum, Cameron Park Zoo, Waco Mammoth National Monument, and the Heritage Homestead. Lake Waco is a flood control reservoir along the western border of town, and it's a nice recreation area with several parks and campgrounds located around the lake. There are also a few marinas for boaters. Fishing is good for crappie and catfish, with some black bass action as well. The Texas Ranger Museum is a good exhibit and open daily. The Texas Rangers have protected the people of Texas through 3 centuries and under 6 flags. Spain in 1521, France in 1680, Mexico in 1821, Texas in 1836, Confederate States in 1861, United States in 1866. The Rangers' role began in the early frontier years to protect against lawless oil boom towns and into motorized bandits in the 1920s to the cutting-edge technology of today. The early frontier years must have been exciting and difficult at the same time. There are lots of old photos and paintings of famous rangers on the frontier life to explore. The exhibits of the Colt revolver, gun of the West, and the repeating rifle is extensive. Check out the theater show on the Rangers. It starts with protection of settlers during the War of Independence for Mexico.
Texas was under the control of the newly formed government of Mexico, which had just declared its independence from Spain.
And then from Indian attacks, into the 1870s and into the 20th century outlaws, the main pursuit of the Rangers, to keep the peace. The Rangers are depicted in various Western movies and gave rise to a TV show, The Lone Ranger, in the 1950s. In 1978, 2 men stumbled upon a large bone in the Basque River in their pursuit of arrowheads. They removed the bone and took it to Baylor University to be examined. It was identified as a femur bone of a Colombian mammoth.
Indoors. Now, before we head on down, does anybody have any questions? All right, folks, follow me.
Waco Mammoth National Monument sits on 100 acres, and a tour for the dig shelter gives one a glimpse into the archaeological excavation underway into the long-lost world of Columbian mammoth, ground sloths, and saber-toothed cats that roamed these areas thousands of years ago.
Guys also traveled up into those ice sheets, so having that medium to small ear was just a bit better for them. Now, another thing a lot of people notice is the fact our Columbian mammoth here has fur, and we have found fur from these guys out in a cave in Arizona where we have found fossilized dung. And that dung was kind of this bright orange coppery color fur that you're seeing here. However, we don't know if that's actually what they looked like or was due to oxidation over time. We just know they wouldn't have been, say, pink, as that would have stood out as saber cats.
After the tour of the dig site, one can take the long way back through hiking trails around the park. The hike is just a walk in the woods and a nice alternative back to the entrance. On this walk, you'll see many live oaks, white ash, and eastern red cedar trees. Many small field birds will be flying about. Just a pleasant walk in Texas. The castle was constructed between 1890 and 1913, a three-story, 6,176 square foot residence with 7 fireplaces and a tower. Chip and Joanna Gaines purchased the property in 2019 and renovated it. One can take a tour for a hefty price. Cameron Park Zoo is a small, unique zoo opened in 1993. Join me on this tour. I'm here at the Waco Cameron Park Zoo, and there are 5 specific areas that we can take a look at for all the different animals. I'm at the South American exhibit, and Gibbon Lake is under renovation. Let's take a peek before checking out the parrots. A Galapagos tortoise basking in the sun. A bird aviary for the smaller South American birds and small animals, and a monkey. He just hopped on there. A Texas gull-shored bird aviary, just fun to walk through. And you can expect a show and a gator looking at you. I saw a lot of shorebirds down in South Padre Island. Episode 5. The Brazos River exhibit is what I'm here for, and it begins with the bald eagle aviary and they are just resting in the shade. Into the main exhibit, aquatic life, where the river meets the ocean. Then into the piney woods, where we see many animals that inhabit the river area. And then, fish of the river. Back into the woods and a wonderful waterfall. A barn with the nightlife. Owls. Not to forget, the bison also roamed the area. Before I leave the zoo, must take a look at the penguins who arrived in June 2024 to the zoo. Cute as always. The Africa Savannah exhibit is good, along with the Asian forest. Well, it's time to go. Tomorrow, I visit the Heritage Homestead before my week is done here in Waco. Then it's off, on the road again, heading north through Oklahoma, Missouri, and into Indiana for some more beautiful sights. Thanks for watching
Tommy's Holiday.